Welcome back to Vee Vlogs. Do you notice something weird about me? Do you notice something very strange about me? Don't be concerned, I just went to the eye doctor. We both did. A new place near our new house, and we got our eyes dilated. Guys, my eyes hurt so much, and Ty says it's gonna take 2 hours for it to go away.
Yeah, 2 hours.
I couldn't even see anything on the drive home. Thankfully, Ty was driving, so I just covered my eyes, but you guys should see what Ty's eyes look like.
I feel like one of them's a little uneven though, just a little bit.
It's just so strange how that eye got super dilated and that one not as much.
Yeah, a little bit. It is really hard to focus.
You have to show the picture because it was way worse in the actual eye place.
Yeah, it was.
But
it's really hard to see, I will admit. But thankfully I had glasses because looking just outside right now, I have to like close this eye completely.
yeah, it's awful.
But you know, it's what has to be done.
We have people walking around with no shirt on in our backyard.
We got the gun show going on.
The gun show is happening apparently.
Yes.
They're just walking around like this with no shirt on, just like
flexing.
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 We had the foundation poured for our guest house, so they're like taking out the
bracing.
The bracing, I don't know anything about this.
It's finally set long enough.
Apparently, I don't know what any of this means.
The wooden bracing around it.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully in the next week or so, you guys will see my new glasses, because for the longest time, I had, honestly, they're so ugly. I've always hated these glasses. I got them when I was in high school, so I've had them forever. You guys have seen these before if you watch our vlog channel, but they're these awful rectangle glasses. And I like that they're black, because my face is so round and my cheeks are so round, it just doesn't work. So I tried on a bunch of glasses and I got ones that are round. So I'm gonna be like Harry Potter. It's gonna look like it came from Hogwarts.
Harry Potter, but a little more fancy, I think.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a while to get used to, but the front of them are black and then there's like gold like around them. So they're kind of cool. Very Hogwartsy, very good for fall. So I'll show you when those come in, but we got like anti-reflection, so I could wear them in videos.
But will you though? Probably not.
Probably not.
You never wear glasses.
We'll see. If I really love them, I actually might start just wearing them normally, but then everyone's gonna be like, who is that? That's
well, we also have the blue light protection or whatever it is, so we can actually use them while we work.
Yeah.
Instead of like burning our eyes and like sizzling them in front of the computer screen like we normally do.
Glasses are expensive though. I tried on a bunch, and the one that I finally liked and chose, after I like sat down, I'm like, that's the one, I love that one. She's like, all right, so these are Versace? And I was like, are they now? Are they now? So of course she was giving me like the most expensive ones, and I'm so picky with things, so I had to get them, but like,
well, this
goodness
isn't
gracious,
our first
Versace?
run-in with high designer stuff. Yesterday, we have grocery delivery just to help us out as we're running around and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And as you guys can tell, we haven't been posting recently because a lot of stuff has been happening. We're gonna go into that a little later. But we had a grocery delivery, it was great, we could continue working. I was going through the groceries, I opened it up and there was this hard brick of something. I didn't know what it was. It had a bunch of letters all over it and a zipper. So I go, I look at it, I show it to Jess, I say, Jess, what is this? And she's like, it was a Louis Vuitton wallet. It was from the delivery person.
She put it in the grocery bag and gave it to us.
By accident. So we spent a good 40 minutes trying to contact her over like the messaging in the app, contacting the company, trying to get her to like give us a call or call her, tell her to come back because she needs her wallet.
Yeah.
So that was a fun little run around, but yeah, so much designer stuff. But I had no idea what it was. I just saw a leather thing with letters on it. Apparently LV is a big thing.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
We're reaching levels of sketchy tripod I never thought we could
You're
ever
on
reach.
the Cheerios again.
Again? You've used Cheerios before?
I think I have. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So, this is gonna be the saddest book unboxing ever. Whenever Ty brings this to me from the mail, I'm so excited. Like, he knows it'll make my day.
It's the square bag.
Can't you tell there's a book in there? So I ordered this about a week ago when I was reading a new series that I started. Lesson learned, when you're starting a new series, read the first book, okay? Before you go and buy the rest of the series.
You mean what I've been telling you this whole time?
I know, it should be common sense, right? But when I'm excited to read a new series, I buy it all. I want it all before I even know if I'll like it. So I started, what's the book called? See, I don't even remember remember, it was so bad.
Is it A Touch of Darkness?
A Touch of Darkness, okay? It's like a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone. So I was like, that sounds cool. I love like Greek mythology and stuff. No, it was horrible. One of the worst books. I rated it a 2-star and I almost didn't finish it. So of course, what comes in the mail is the second book, which I'm not gonna read. So thankfully, I'm allowed to like bring this back to my closest Indigo to return it. Watch when this is not the book I think it is. I also ordered Jeanette McCurdy's new book. So this could be it, which I would be so excited about, but I don't think so. But you never know. Oh, look what I did, I cut around it. Maybe we should just burn it. Just burn it.
There you go.
And it sucks because it's so pretty. You know, it's a nice matte cover, but
it doesn't go in the book jail.
I think this is actually the third book, but either way, I cannot read it. Book jail for it. That's where it's going. Okay, I just realized that we have a family-sized Cheerios box that is taller than the other one. Is this way better? I think it's better. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'm currently making mac and cheese for lunch. Ty is making pizza, both gluten-free because we're trying to be gluten-free as much as we can. But as you can tell by the title of today's video, I wanted to let you guys know about a health emergency that I had that started a couple weeks ago. But because it was so scary, I didn't really want to make a video on it until I knew more about it, until I felt more comfortable talking about it, because it definitely really freaked me out. And it is so random, and all the doctors dealing with me were totally flabbergasted. They had no idea what was going on. So I finally got answers last Tuesday. So let me tell you this really crazy story time that I went through. So you guys know, in July, I had the plague. In other words, COVID. I can't talk about it on my YouTube channel because they always like to demonetize and take things down when you bring up the name. So I had the plague in July. And as we all know, there's a lot of things we don't know about it and how it interacts with medications and your skin and all kinds of other things, right? People are still researching it. So about 2 weeks after I had the plague, we finally had our pool water put in. And so I was able to finally go outside and sit by the pool. So I spent maybe 2 hours outside, lying on like one of those like lean back pool chairs, whatever they're called, okay? I did have sunscreen on, but I went into the pool for about 30 minutes, came back out, dried off, did not reapply, which you usually should, especially if you look like a ghost like me, but I did not. But I didn't sit out there for that long, okay? Immediately when I came inside, both of my legs were bright red. I will show you a photo of it. Bright red, right? So obviously a sunburn. They were already hurting. Like whenever I touched it, it would turn like white, like I could see my fingerprints on it. So I put some aloe on it, which really helped soothe it. But I noticed that as the days went by, the burn was getting darker and darker on both legs, which, you know, normal if you burn yourself really badly. But by like, I would say the 5th or 6th day, my right leg was getting better. It was healing, the color was going back to normal, but my left leg was turning purple. And I am not exaggerating when I say dark, almost black purple. I have pictures of it that I was showing the doctor. I'm not gonna show you because I'm pretty sure that it's too disgusting and YouTube would not like that. But just imagine my left leg dark purplish black. It was really scary, right? Because I was like, oh no, like, is it like a blood issue? Like, what is going on? Is it because the sun somehow negatively interacts with like the plague when you get sunburned? I didn't know what was going on. So of course I'm like really scared. I eventually go to the doctor a few days later. She sees my leg and she's like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, well, it started off as a sunburn and then one leg healed and the other leg turned purple. And she's like, this can in no way be from a sunburn. And I was like, no, it's like in the same spot the sunburn was. Like it was the same pattern. My entire leg where the burn was turned purple. And so she was like pressing on it, and when she pressed on it, the purple would go away for a second and it would be like white, and then the blood would like slowly come back to it. So she called in 2 other doctors into the room to look at it because she was so creeped out, had no idea. Those 2 doctors looked at me, examined me, had no idea what it was. They said in their entire career, they've never seen anything like it. So that made me feel great. I was super excited. So she referred me to an emergency ultrasound place. She wanted me to have a vascular ultrasound, which is an ultrasound of your veins. And then she wanted me to see a dermatologist. So that day I went and I got the vascular ultrasound done. And then the next day I got a call that I immediately needed to see a vascular surgeon. And they wouldn't really tell me what was going on, but they told me that I had reflux veins, and I had this strange blood pooling in my leg. So both of those things together sounded really scary to me, and I didn't really want to know what it was, but Ty went on his computer and found out that it's not anything life-threatening, and usually like people of an older age get stuff like this, not really anyone my age.
It's very similar to varicose veins.
Varicose veins, which a lot of people have, but not many people have this scary, weird blood pooling that I was having. So then last Tuesday, I went and I saw this vascular surgeon. He told me that I have leaky valves in my legs. He wouldn't really expand. He was actually quite rude. He was like trying to kick me out of the room. He's like, you're so young, you shouldn't be here, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, my leg was purple for a few weeks, so I think it was an emergency. Anyway though, I have leaky valves. Don't know what that means still, so I have like an appointment with my family doctor coming up soon, but nothing life-threatening. The color on my leg is going away. I saw the dermatologist and they gave me like medications to put on it. So it is slowly getting better, but it was really scary. Like I can't show you the pictures, but it was like, it looked like my whole leg was bruised. It was so weird. Anyways though, that's the story. It was a pretty scary health emergency, but things are getting better now. And yeah. We are making pizzas and mac and cheese. Look at the beauty of mac and cheese. It is gorgeous. Best thing to have in the world. I'm not even pointing it. I'm pointing it on the counter. Ah. What are you doing, Bean?
My eyes, they burn. They burn when I look at the screens.
We should have taken a sick day. We should have, even though YouTube doesn't let us, we should have just done it.
I think my eyes are slowly getting back to normal. There we go. They still look big, but they're not as crazy as they were before. Anyways, guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed the story time and the crazy eyes and the book that I'm going to destroy. I won't destroy it, I'm gonna return it. But anyways, have a good rest of your day and we'll see you in our next vlog. Bye.